morning. Good morning. Ah, there we go. This is what I needed, Kobe. It's been a long and busy week, but this doesn't I don't want this to sound negative because this is not negative. It's been a very good week. Lots of building, lots of advancements. Talking behind the scenes with you and Quantic, Web3 Matters is getting ready to evolve to the next level, which is super exciting. We won't get into that right now. I'll just dangle that carrot. We'll just we'll leak some sauce. That sounds horrendous. I apologize for
No, dude,
saying it
it's
like
perfect.
that.
It's perfect. Leave some sauce.
It's
Yeah, yeah.
perfect.
A
All
trail of
over the place.
sauce.
A trail of sauce. Now, to the viewers who are still here despite that comment, welcome. My name is Trav. We have got Kobe together. We are Web3 Matters. We are missing Quantic again, but he is traveling all in the name of making crypto even more powerful. So Quantic, we salute you. Kobe, how you doing today, my friend? Welcome. Thank you for being here.
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Kind of a crazy week for me too, bro.
Yeah.
My girl totaled our car yesterday. It was like kind of a crazy day. But like I'm just so grateful she's okay. She got in
Yes.
a crash with a semi, and like, yeah, dude.
Oh, a semi.
Yeah.
Ooh,
People
dude.
don't walk away from those crashes.
No.
Our car certainly didn't, but she walked away with just a few scratches from the glass, and so like I'm so grateful. I honestly didn't even get surprisingly upset at all.
Wow.
And it's funny
Wow.
because I don't know, 3 weeks ago, I kind of was like just really panicking.
Yeah.
Um, just like I don't know about money, right? Like, oh, I need
Yeah.
to, I nothing. It's never enough, right?
Never.
And I want to buy a house in the next couple of years and blah blah blah. And the funny thing is this is going to set me back like financially. Like, there's no question whether insurance covers it or not.
Yeah.
Um, but I didn't freak out. Like, I haven't. I'm like, yeah, it's like when things get actually hard, I don't freak out. But it's like when things are like medium, then I start like getting anxiety. Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe I just operate better with my back against the wall. I don't know. This is probably like a little bit of healthy, a little bit of not healthy. But besides that, I don't know if I said it yesterday, but or last week, but I got a new 9 to 5. So I put my 2 weeks in my current 9 to 5, and so yeah, I'm really really stoked. And it's a role in IT.
Nice.
And so, yeah, it's not like software development, but I will get the opportunity to like make maybe some internal applications and stuff like that. But um, they don't have an IT department, so I get to like really like, kind of like start it, which is the cool part, like
Yeah,
set
man.
everything up. So that's cool, man. I start on December 1st, so
Hell yeah,
um,
man. Dude, congrats. I love to see it. You're succeeding in Web3 and Web2.
heck
I'm
yeah,
so happy to hear your lady is okay. Despite all that shit to go down, man. That's nuts. Hat is off to you, respect to your family. And yeah, the quality of being able to stay centered during crisis is a huge quality. And ADHD represent on that.
yeah,
So there you
seriously.
go. It's a huge thing. Gotta
I
weaponize
think
that
you're
stuff
right,
every once
dude.
in a while.
Sorry to interrupt, dude, but I think
Yeah.
that's like the secret ADHD weapon, bro. Is
Yeah.
like when you're bored, it's the worst. Like, oh, I have to do
Hmm.
something. What am I doing? Oh my gosh, I'm like blah 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 blah. Blah. And then when it really gets crazy, like we're literally that meme with the dog in the room and he's on fire. Like, it's fine.
It's
I'm
fine.
fine.
Everything's fine.
Yeah,
Don't even worry about it. 100%, man. It's real. And that's why I survived as a trauma nurse for way too long. Yeah,
right.
you just calm in the storm.
And
But I
and like
digress.
slowly got traumatized while doing it,
Yeah,
probably.
exactly. Everything's fine. Don't even worry about
Worry
it.
about my future self. We'll just worry about it. Maybe a therapy
Eh,
session 10 years from now.
No big deal. One is all you need. Oh, dude, awesome. Well, let's let's dive into the topic of conversation today, there, Kobe. First of all, I just want to thank you guys for being here with us today. We really hope that this will provide you guys value and actually, segue into the topic of conversation. That is the goal. We actually want to hand you guys practical, tangible, actionable steps that you can take to monetize using AI. I know, Kobe, you've got 4 very, very specific ways that people can do this right now. And actually, that's another great segue into something we were talking about before our stream started here. One thing I do want to say is just if you guys are here and if you do typically get value from our live streams, we would love if you could take a moment and just just engage with this stream. Give it a like, give it a bookmark, give it a comment on a comment. If you're feeling very generous, obviously no stress, give it a repost. That's what they're calling it these days, reposts. That would be huge. Our mission, our vision is to help as many people as you possibly can find a life of freedom in Web3. And we want to affect as many people as we can. So yeah, any sort of engagement will mean the world here. So Kobe, kind of back to what we were talking about here. One thing we were talking about is, we love to kind of deliver different ways that people can monetize, using different tools, whether it's for creators, whether it's for builders. But we were talking that maybe it's about time that we actually kind of implement some of these strategies ourselves. Create these case studies, see what works, see what doesn't. And I'm curious to pick your brain, but real quick, kind of one thought that I had from this is we can use this as evidence that what we're trying to share with you guys actually works or actually doesn't, one way or another. But then also, at the very least, that learning of, even if it is a failure or a success, we can make the next bit of alpha that we want to drop even more valuable. What are your thoughts on all this?
Yeah, I mean, I second all of that. Like, the first point of like social proof, right? Like, you guys have probably heard me talk about, courses and talk shit about course bros. But there's a reason that people, even in 2025, are still buying courses. Whether there's good ones out there, certainly. The majority of them are trash. But the reason, even the people that are selling quote unquote the trash courses, they either have like legitimate social proof, or they're getting you to believe their like claims that create social proof. So social proof, the way I look at it, is more of like the outcome of the thing that I tell you. And the thing that I tell you could be like, I make 5,000 MRR from this app, or from using AI tools, I made 10,000 MRR over the last 6 months. That's a claim, but the social proof is you believing that, right?
Yes.
And so it's huge. So yeah, even in 2025, people are still buying courses, and it's mostly off the backs of that social proof, right? Of folks like buying into that claim. So that's number one. So that way, if you believe those claims, if we do a case study, show you, hey, I'm not just like talking out of my ass and like talking about tinfoil speedo conspiracies here. Like there is some
Well,
actual
we'll do that
value.
too, because that's
We
fun.
do that too. Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. And then the second point was, like, I think, basically we can show you play by play, hey, this was the idea. This is maybe the roadblocks or like the blockers that we came across. This is how we overcame them, and these are the results, right? Like, that itself is a tons of reusable content. And again, it kind of like loops back into the social proof. So one of the 4 things that I've brought today is that I'm going to do one. I'm going to do one of them today.
Nice.
I'm going to document the entire process. I'm even going to like record videos that aren't live throughout the process, like sharing my screen and things like that. And maybe I'll just kind of do some like impromptu streams like as I'm doing this. And yeah, I'm looking forward to kind of showing you this, the one that I'm going to do, because it's boring. And boring pays the bills. Shout out to Boring Marketer. If you guys don't follow Boring Marketer, definitely check him out. Boring pays the bills. It's something that took me a long time to figure out, especially in this like idea. We have unlimited ideas. And sometimes, since we have unlimited ideas because of AI, we choose to ignore the ones that don't, like, especially people with ADHD. We choose to ignore the ones that are like not as sexy, fun, exciting,
Yes.
whatever part of our brain like really wants to be stimulated, it doesn't. But I'll tell you what, looking at your bank account and knowing that you have enough money to pay the bills for the next couple months, that whatever part of your brain gets tickled there feels good too.
100%, man. So I think that's the first bit of alpha. Well, let's just take a moment. Let's just emphasize that is, I mean, with the world of opportunity at your fingertips, the biggest killer of dreams of actual monetization is, that illusion of things having to be fancy. It doesn't. Things can be boring those ones can be the most lucrative. And but not only are they boring, but they're also super quick, like super straightforward, super simple. Yet it's these basic strategies that, you know, you can then pump out 2 or 3 or 4 of them at any one time, do kind of A/B tests, ABCD tests, whatever you want to do, see which one works, put more focus into that, or reiterate and then recreate and try something brand new. And this literally is something anyone can do. Like, I know some of these things that we were talking about, like when it comes to vibe coding and all of that, you know, this is something that we constantly preach, is that, you know, you have to start in order to improve. But for the things like this that you're talking about here, you know, you don't even really need months on end of experience. Like, you can literally just get going today and be able to navigate your way through creating some of these ideas that you're suggesting here. So
100%, dude. And
yeah,
like the one that I'm gonna do, actually, so I haven't even pressed enter on it.
yeah,
But I basically took the idea, put it into ChatGPT, and I basically am asking, you know, explain to me how I would turn this into a profitable app with absolutely zero experience. I've never opened Cursor. I've never launched an app before. And so give me the step-by-step instructions or whatever.
yeah.
And so, like, yeah, once you have that idea, you actually, like, depending on the idea, but most of the time, like, you can, if you have the wherewithal, you without any experience, you just you can go try shit, right?
That's super
Look
cool.
around and find out type shit.
That's super cool. Yeah, no, I love that. So here's what I propose. Let's maybe start off by saying exactly what somebody needs right now in order to follow up with these, and then let's introduce the 4 different suggestions that you have, and we can just dive right into it. As a little bit of a bonus content here for this live stream, one thing that I was proposing that maybe we can try out if we've got time, and if you guys are interested in it, and if you are, make sure to comment, let us know. This is an interactive live stream. So if you guys have any questions, concerns, feedback, you know, let us know if these sound like good ideas by chatting in the live chat on X here. And we'll highlight your post. We'll highlight your share. We'll give you a shout out. So, and yeah, we'll chat back with you. It'll be awesome. So one of the things that we were trying is, last time we were discussing different video generation AI platforms, and we were chatting specifically about Sora 2. And we were going to try and recreate, or create our own rather sweet body cam video of just something hilarious, and see if we can make that go viral just for fun. And we're all prepping ready to go for that here today. So I think that could be a lot of fun here.
Dude, I actually made a couple. I actually made 5
awesome.
of them. The thing with Sora is you do have to kind of like keep trying. Like, it's cool and good, but it seems like a dice roll, right? Which that's how LLMs are. Even, you know, I know, like, I'm pretty sure that like video generation models aren't LLMs. They might be, maybe, you know, maybe I should kind of just bite my tongue on that and like claim ignorance. But if you give the same prompt to ChatGPT 10 times, you're not going to get the same 10 answers. Right?
Interesting. Okay. Yeah.
So I think it's the same with video models, and it's actually I made a Sora 2 cat videos of or it's like body cam video of a cat getting arrested for stealing snacks.
That's awesome.
To like complement the open source game I made last week, the cat snack drop kind of like browser based game. So
yeah.
Fuck it, why not?
Yeah, exactly. Do you have one of those handy? You feel like showing
Yeah,
us one of those?
yeah. Let's do that. That might actually be some nice engaging stuff here. Let's see. The only thing is, do I have to do presentation in order to get sound? Let's see.
That I don't think you need to. No, I think if you go to screen share, and then if it's like
click also share system audio, boom.
Yes, yeah, down at the bottom right there. But if you're opening, you got it. Never mind.
Okay. Where is it? Sora, where are you? Boom. Okay, let's test this out just to see if you can hear the audio. So here's the very first one I make.
Hey, easy with the claws, officer. They were just snacks.
Bag of cookies in the pocket too. You know stealing from the cafeteria is a charge, right?
I didn't even open them yet.
Turn around for me.
Do me a solid and tell Principal Carter this was a misunderstanding. Hey.
Could you hear that?
Yeah. I could. I can also hear my echo now because my sound is coming through the system sound. So I'll speak as close as possible.
Okay. All right. So, all right, I'll do the talking then. Sorry. So this was Sora 2. I made, and I think they're all technically drafts. So if I go into here to my notifications, yeah, it shows my draft is ready. So I'll just play all 5. They're all like 15
Hold still.
seconds.
Hands behind your back.
Yeah, get that cat out of here. Hey, those snacks were just sitting there. I was hungry.
You don't steal from my kitchen, Furball!
Bet you wish you brought your own lunch now, huh? Let's move. Watch your step. Hold still. Hands behind your...
Yeah, get that cat out of here.
Thieving Furball!
All right, pause
So
together.
see, like
you
the
know the
chip
drill.
bag is like
Whoa, hey, those are
random
my
on
lunch
this.
hands. Easy
Like,
on
that's
the
kind of
cuffs,
whack.
officer.
You caught with half the snack card in your hoodie.
I'm a growing cat!
You ever smell...
Yeah, get that
I'm a
cat
growing
out of here.
cat. All right, I got 2 more.
Behind your back. That's it. Cuffs are going on.
Come on, officer. It was just a couple bags of chips.
And a tray of cookies. You were in the kitchen after hours. That's burglary.
He had the freezer wide open when I walked in. Whole paw full of brownies.
I was.
Hold still.
All right, here's one.
I was just-
This is underneath the Las Vegas tunnels. He gets caught.
Taste testing inventory.
Inventory? You cleaned out half a warehouse. Look at this place.
Cozy, right? Rent's cheap, snacks are plentiful.
And every bag in here is stolen. You knew we were coming. Boys,
Cheap snacks are plentiful.
All right, now you shouldn't hear your echo. You shouldn't hear your echo.
Okay, yeah, we're good, dude. That's hilarious, man. You can that could be a monetization strategy right there. It would be a bit of a longer term strategy, but literally just create those videos, create a brand new TikTok account, and I just nerfed our live stream here. But details, just post in en masse. And honestly, I see videos like that getting like hundreds of thousands of views. Like I saw one the other day got 3 million views just for simple like body cam type footage. It was nuts.
I mean, that's like why I suggested that when we talked, right? Like,
yeah,
because it seems, they're like, when you say body cam footage, it like implies that it's going to be this like lower quality.
Yeah.
And so we talked about it. I don't know if it was on our call or if it was on stream, but like it's more believable, even though it's still like a cat and it's like this absurd. It's like the presentation is believable, but the subject matter is not. And so it's like, we talk about curiosity gaps and like text-based hooks, right? Like a curiosity gap. Like I think, and this might be kind of like a heady way to think about it, but like that believable presentation with an unbelievable subject matter is like a visual curiosity gap. It's like,
yes.
Wait a minute, this shit looks real, but it's clearly not real. I have to click on it to find out.
Brilliant, man. Oh, I love that. Yeah, I'm like still to this day. I know we've been chatting about this a couple of times here. I would love to have a stream with you just talking about, like copywriting strategies or like different like virality strategies. Like you know your shit. You've done the research here. Yeah, 100% that's a curiosity gap. And I've like fallen, not victim, but whatever. I've definitely watched videos simply because of that. Like what is happening here? My brain cannot compute. I need to understand. Hence, 100%. I will watch the whole video.
Bro, there's a thought. Well, first of all, I do know my shit, but like my problem is I'm not disciplined when it comes to creating content. That like right now, like I started posting again, as you probably noticed. And I'm kind of just throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks. Like I'm not really concerned with the performance right now. And if I feel like if I just do that, like eventually my account will get more favored in the algo. But the strategies are still the same, right? Like they exist. It's just a matter of like, do you want to apply them? Do you care enough? Are you going to be consistent enough? But I do, yeah, I've done hours and hours of research and read some of these like old school copywriting books, and they still hold true today. So I would definitely be down to do that. That would be really fun, actually.
Hell yeah, man. Absolutely. And I feel like we're taking a page off the book of Mr. Alex Finn here as well. Shout out Alex Finn. Like I know that he had a whole arc of things exactly like this. So yeah, no, if you guys are interested in something like this, let us know. Watch in the comments as we speak. Looking for 1 thumbs up, 1 yay, 1 nay, whatever it is that you guys want here. So Kobe, let's get back into these ideas, these AI tools that are free, ready for monetization here.
Heck yeah, let's do it. Yeah, like Trav said, man, throw something in the chat. Just let us know that we're not here alone and yelling at the wall or into the void. And if we are, that's totally cool too.
Totally cool too. We're not going anywhere. Yeah,
not going anywhere. 1 viewer or 100,000 viewers, we're still gonna be here doing our thing. So okay, so yeah, so this is actually a perfect transition into the first thing that I want to share. And so I'll share my screen again. I will not share system audio this time.
Fair.
No need. And let's see, I believe I have an Excalibur draw thing set up. Okay, cool. So here's 4 free ways. Curiosity gap, 4 free ways to make money with AI right now. So I'm just gonna breeze over them. I won't even go deep on any of them yet, and we'll go through them one at a time. So naturally, we'll go with Sora 2 at first, right? So this is what I was telling Trav right before stream. So he uses Higgsfield, which I love Higgsfield. I have an account there. I haven't used it for a while. I'm just kind of like building up credits until I like have a crazy like ADHD impulsive day where I generate like 100 videos and then use all my credits, which is perfect. I love it that way.
Same. 100%.
Yeah. And so if you go to ChatGPT, by the way, developer mode, I will show you guys about this sometime.
That'd be sick.
You can Sora. Oh, it's not available in developer mode. Okay, so it's up here on the wait. Yeah, so if I go out of dev mode here, if I can figure out how, I think it's like.
I believe in you. While you're doing that here, we'll do this. And I'm sick of that already.
Dude, what is that? Gola Gola Island type?
The Squid Games.
Oh, sick. Okay, it's not showing up here, I guess. Maybe it's because I probably have to like clear my cache or something. But anyways, Trav, on your ChatGPT, it should say Sora up here, right? At least it did like a couple of days ago. But the key, you don't actually have to do it through ChatGPT, but if you go to Sora, you can log in, go to sora.chatgpt.com. And when you log in, just use the same email address that your ChatGPT account, that you use for your ChatGPT account.
Yeah.
And that's your invite code, right? Like you don't get an invite code for other people, but I'm pretty sure that is your way. Like if you're a $20 a month customer, you can get into Sora 2 and have like, I think there's limits, but man, I generated like 7 videos last night in one sitting without any warning or limits or anything like that. So
perfect. So sora.chatgpt.com.
Sora.chatgpt.com. Yes, sir. Yep.
Beauty. And run me through those steps one more time because that was important here. So I'll go there. I'll log in.
Yep. So you go there, and then when you log in, here I'll log out. Maybe I don't even know how. But yeah, you're just gonna want to log in. So yeah, go to the sora.chatgpt.com and then log in using the same email address that you use for your ChatGPT account.
Okay.
Especially if you're on the $20 a month plan, I think you should be able to get into Sora 2, and they won't even give you an option to like, pick between Sora or the old Sora or Sora 2, and you'll go right into it. And the homepage is just this like feed type thing, and it kind of keeps going forever. And then there's just I just want to get rid of it. There's a chat thing there at the bottom. You can create your own characters of yourself, like a cameo.
That's cool. That's sick.
Yeah, dude. It's definitely sick. And so like we've seen all the Jake Paul videos and stuff like that. Let's see if actually, obviously the sound's not going to work right now, but I did one with the cat and Jake Paul.
Crunchy, cheesy, salty mind. Grab the drink faster. I got paws, not octopus arms, bro. Hey, what are you doing? Clark, go. Steve, doors open, run. Please, put it down. Slip.
So yeah, so that's our cat mascot and Jake Paul ransacking.
Also, sidebar. You're sharing your screen. I could still hear the audio from that, and I hear 0 echo. So whatever you did to fix that.
Bravo. Oh, it's probably just coming through the mic.
Okay. Hey, yeah, that works. That works.
Yeah.
That was brilliant.
Heck yeah. Well, totally. Yeah. Accidental brilliance for sure.
I love it when that happens.
Me too. So yeah. So like I said here in my steps here on the document here. So if you pay for ChatGPT, let me out of there. I don't want that. You can use Sora 2 for free, and there, other ways to use Sora 2, of course, like Trav showed us last week, inside of like Higgsfield.
Oh, Higgsfield, yes.
Yep. And so this is how I would try to monetize. So Trav mentioned, making a new TikTok account that just posts these whatever brain rot or meme curiosity gap style videos,
Yeah.
and then monetize on the numbers, right? Now you have to go viral in order for that to work though, right?
Yes.
But another method that I've talked to Trav about is to pick a niche in your area or wherever, right? If we've got some like homies that live in Africa, maybe there's not a ton of like businesses around them that would pay. So it doesn't have to be in your area, but if you're lucky enough to be in like, a decent city that has small businesses, find a niche, right? I think one that I'm going to try is, like the two niches. One of them just like auto body or like auto body or like tires or mechanic shops basically, and make 1 to 3 viral worthy videos for each of those, right? So if it's a tire shop, maybe I make a few videos that like talks about people, shows like video testimonials, right? Like, yo, Trav's tire shop is literally the best tire shop in town. I would never take my car to anywhere else to get new tires. And he's the cutest guy that does tires in my town. And
I am. Yes.
and so I would do that, or a couple of them, right? And just send them to him. Now, the key here, right? If you only want to pick a few businesses, this is the key, right? Is to find the businesses that have 100 or a couple hundred at least followers on their Facebook page. They used to post content and they haven't been posting for at least a few months. So that shows us two things. That shows us one, that they have an audience. Maybe it's small, but they have enough people that cared enough to go to the page and hit like already. So you don't have to help them build an account from scratch. Number two, it shows us that they care enough to have previously been posting, and in the back of their mind, they know that it's important, but in the front of their mind, it's the application, it's the discipline. It's the same thing I talked about that I lack in, right? And the funny part is, if I was doing it for another business, I would be way more motivated and disciplined to do it than my own personal content, which is maybe, kind of a psychology thing, probably. So find those people. They've got 100 followers at least. They haven't posted in a few months, but they used to post. Make those videos and then send them to them directly in DMs, right? Say, hey, I made I make social media like video content. Here, I made a few free ones for you. You guys should post these. I hope they perform well. I hope you guys can get some attention. Don't even ask for anything. Don't say, if you like them, hit me up. Like, don't say anything like that. Send them to them and then watch, right? Watch how they perform. If any of them perform well, or at least like, shoot, if they were getting 10 likes per post before, if they get if they get more than that, then hit them back up and follow up and say, hey, so I'm super stoked you guys used the video and I'm glad that it drove some traffic to your page. I can offer you X amount of videos per week. Let's just call it 3 videos per week for this many dollars. 3 videos a week for, I don't know, $150 a month, $100 a month, something small, right? And yeah, so that's idea number 1. What do you think, Trav?
I think that's solid and completely feasible as well. Plus, great practice to actually like get yourself out there in the world, start connecting with projects, but also, it's kind of, whereas you get most people who try and network by just saying, the typical classic Schiller techniques of like, when collab, bro, and are you interested in marketing? Or let's boost your followers, blah, blah, blah,
like
blah.
Leading with the pitch.
Exactly. Something like this is, you're actually handing them value. You're showing that you've done some diligence on their project as well, because you understand it enough to be able to create content for it. It's intrinsic to your ability to make content for them. But yeah, it just gets you in the practice of reaching out, trying new things, doing your, I guess, performing at a level where you're doing this for a lot of people and just casting a wide net, if you will. That's going to set you up for so many different things. Gary Vaynerchuk, I always thought there was a D in there for some reason.
That's all right.
I'm learning something here. Jab, jab, right hook. Yes, I remember talking about this on our last stream. Actually, such a powerful strategy to actually onboard new clients.
Seriously.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. You're actually gonna start with this. You're gonna give it a shot and see how it goes.
Yeah. Yep. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that for like I said, the tire shops would be like or like the auto whatever the car like repair shops, whether it's tires or that or the town that I used to live in, that I'm trying to move back to. In this, we have like a big lake. It's called the Iowa Great Lake. So it's like a bunch of lakes, kind of all connected. So it's kind of a Iowa, South Dakota, Minnesota tourist trap. It's like a miniature Branson, Missouri. Way many though, and so there are like fishermen, like guided fishing tours. There's boat tours. There's there's millionaires, right? Like that live on the lake. And some of them are like, CEOs of big companies that they only, you wouldn't even assume, they would come to this little town in Iowa. So they take these tours along the shore and they say, hey, this is, the Berkeley, the guy that invented Berkeley. This is his family's house. Stuff like that. And so those are going to be like testimonial videos as somebody gets off the boat. Oh my god, that was the most insane tour ever, and they gave me free whatever. It can be serious, it can be funny. So those are my two niches that I'm going to pick. And so I'm gonna do that in the next 3 weeks and kind of like report back on how that goes. But that is second to this next idea that I'm going to share with you guys. But before that, what do you think, Trav? Should we move on?
I think that's super cool. I do think we should move on. One thing I'm just trying to wrap my brain around here is, as a guy who's not that creative, I think a sticking point for me might be, coming up with different ideas or not over analyzing, what to actually create video wise.
Bro, that's
there's
my problem too.
Again, so many possibilities here, but again, it sounds like a very easy solution to that is just having a conversation with ChatGPT.
Yep,
like
exactly.
Just get your thoughts out there, organize,
or finding what's already viral, right? So like just use the tour guide example, right? So like maybe I find what's a big city that they probably have big tours in, like LA, right? Like LA has those bus tours that you get on you get on the bus like in a parking lot on Hollywood Boulevard, and you go around to different places throughout Hollywood and you go on these tours. Well, I bet one of them is a banger at social media. I bet some of them are really good at it. And so maybe go to those and see, all right, what format is performing the best on their channels? I'm just going to copy it. With ChatGPT though, I'm gonna tell ChatGPT, I'm gonna copy this shit. Here's the video. The cool thing with ChatGPT is it can't watch videos, but if you send it an MP4 or whatever, it actually will take it frame by frame and consume it as stills. And so you can still send a video to ChatGPT and say, I want to recreate this in this niche. Help me out with.
That was my next question for you, actually. If that's a possibility, I guess could you you actually, I don't know if you shared this already. I don't remember here, but my brain's kind of slowing down a bit here. But what if you were like took the link to like a YouTube short or something like that, or an Instagram post?
I don't think it can, because I've tried that before. It can just like read the description, I'm pretty sure. But I know that you can. I just was looking at MCP servers. This one is, this one's for documentation, but there's an MCP server that will let you transcribe a video.
Oh, cool.
Now, obviously you can't get like the what's it called? Like the vibe. But you can transcribe it either through an MCP server or at notegpt.io for free. I've been using this for like a year and I've never paid a dime. So
wow.
You just plop the link in there and you can get the transcription. You can copy it, you can whatever. So
perfect. Yeah. Okay, cool. No, thank you for that, dude. I think you've given me a good place to start on how to actually go about creating these videos to monetize. So absolutely solid.
And I do want to show you about the not today or on stream. It doesn't even have to be on stream, but I want to show you how to get MCP servers inside of ChatGPT without having to be a developer, basically.
That sounds awesome. Okay, what exactly is an MCP server?
So an MCP server is like a way for LLMs to talk to data sets, basically.
Okay.
So let me go to this homepage. It's like a directory of MCP servers. United States weather, right? So instead of asking ChatGPT, which weather is kind of a silly example, but instead of asking ChatGPT to check the weather by like browsing the internet, you can give it this link in your settings inside developer mode of ChatGPT, which is literally it's just a click of a button. You guys saw me disable it.
Yeah.
You copy this in, paste it, and then you tell ChatGPT use the United States weather MCP to give me the weather in X city. And so it has access
Wild.
to these tools calls.
Okay.
Find weather station.
Now that makes a ton of sense.
Mhm.
That's a huge resource.
Yeah, huge,
Excellent.
dude. It's actually it seems like a complex like thing, but it's really not. It's just
No.
yeah, it just seems like it is. There's a cool one actually for like
Smithery.ai, correct?
Smithery.ai. Yep. There's a cool one for papers, like academic papers. And so I connected Cursor to it, and I'm actually like brainstorming an app idea that uses it's like an AI app that uses this huge library of academic papers that it'll actually even give you the entire paper. So pretty cool.
Wow.
Like there's a tons of ways you could monetize that.
Yeah, 100%.
Mhm.
Man, you've just unlocked so many different ways. If you take, for any viewers who are here watching us right now, literally just hang on, like think about this for a second. I won't walk you through it, but like with accessing various different databases for free, using like combining that with the power of AI, like ChatGPT 5.1 now, I believe is the most recent model.
Mm-hmm.
There are some things here that you can do, especially now that we're actually kind of thinking about those boring, basic ideas that will solve real world problems for people.
Mm-hmm.
Like my mind's already starting to go here where you don't really even have to be creative to make it. You're just giving them the fishing poles, teaching them how to actually fish. And
Exactly.
yeah, you're good to go. Solid,
Like,
Kobe.
You could probably even dude, I could go down the rabbit hole of like how to monetize this like for forever, but yeah, the picks and shovels are there.
Yeah,
You just got to pick a time and day to go and start digging.
I love it, man. I love it. Awesome. Okay. Well, shall we jump into the next free way to monetize using AI?
Yeah, absolutely. So our first one was Sora 2. I would call this like kind of beginner level. Like anybody should be able to do this. Anybody should be able to do this one as well. Like don't let this one intimidate you. And I probably already did by like setting it up that way. But this is
I'm actually not feeling intimidated, surprisingly.
Okay, good.
I'll just say that.
This is an open source clone of DocuSign. So if you go, all right, so let's see. This is actually, so they have a web-based version.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh darn it. What is it called? Documenso. So they just launched this a couple days ago. And so, yeah, so it's basically
built together with our community.
We'll mute that. DocuSign. So, right, like you guys are familiar with DocuSign. It's a way to do digital signatures for documents, and it's compliant. It has all like, whatever, like the legal, I guess compliant. Yeah, fully SOC2 compliant. And so DocuSign, everyone's done that before. Everyone's had to do a digital signature. Well, with this, you can either just use their product and have an alternative to DocuSign, or you can go to their GitHub, which is it's completely open source, and you can fork this repository and make your own version of their app, right? Digital signatures are have a huge market share. It's just another really boring thing that people don't think about that has a huge market share, in the billions, I'm sure, just like digital or e-signatures, right? And so I think I have a prompt set up here somewhere ready to go for this, right? So I put the link to the GitHub repository, okay? So before I go through here, what you guys need in order to do this is a GitHub account, 100% free. You need to download Cursor. There's a free version you can download. You can download the app without paying and get some like free calls. Grok code right now is 100% free. inside of Cursor right now because it's not like fully available yet. So that's it. And a ChatGPT account, a free one, right? So there's 3 free accounts that you need to do this. And then later, once you build the app, of course, you'll need a Stripe account if you want to monetize it and things like that. So I am pretending I'm a complete beginner. Here's the GitHub link. I said, how do I fork this repo and turn it into my own profitable application? Even if I've never opened Cursor before, it's a DocuSign clone. I want to charge like $1 a month, run ads to get users, and take up some of the digital signature market share. Give me step-by-step instructions to clone and fork this repo and get it production user ready as if I've never used Cursor or an IDE. This is a development environment. It's just a software type. Whether I've opened an IDE, cloned a repo, or ever built an app. So complete beginner friendly prompt. And so it's going to give us the step-by-step instructions, right? So while that's doing its thing, let's go back to here. So yeah, you're going to fork the repository. You're going to basically follow the steps that ChatGPT gives you. You're going to create, and of course you could put your stank on it, right? Like you could change the name of it. You're going to want to change the name, but then you could like change the color scheme. If you're an advanced user, you could like use different component libraries to change how it looks, or you could literally just change the name, fork the thing, run ads and get users. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to stop myself from like trying to like make it look all my style and all this.
Yeah.
Because I'm like you, dude. Like I want to be creative and I want to reinvent the wheel every time I do something. But I'm finding out that that's actually that's a race to the bottom. You know, like I don't want to admit that, but it kind of is.
Makes a ton of sense.
Yeah, and like my kind of pitch for this is going to be DocuSign for $1, right? It's an alliteration. We got the D and the D. DocuSign for $1 or $1 DocuSign or something like that. That's going to be the ad. Maybe I'll use Sora Video, right? Like maybe you combine both of these to run an ad to make that my own application, right? So I'm going to show you guys how to do that over the next few weeks, or at least I'm going to document my process and then eventually kind of come back to you guys with the what's it called, with the results, right? So here's ChatGPT trying to give me okay, this is actually a learning moment here. So reality check. So document has a AGPL 3.0. That's a type of license. That means you can use it commercially and charge it. But if you modify it and run it as a SaaS, you must offer the source code of your modified version to users. So that's easy. All you have to do is make your version also open source legally. Okay. Or bro, like I don't think anyone's going to track down Castra if he does this and doesn't, no one's going to go and find you, especially if you don't live like, in a city or in like a Western country. Like you're probably good. So just go do the thing, bro. So here it is, step by step, fork the repo, prepare your Mac or prepare your Cursor, install Cursor. Here it is, dude. If you already download Cursor from the site, install it and open it, sign in with GitHub, OpenAI, whatever. Literally step by step. I asked it to be super beginner friendly, and there it goes. So yeah, super straightforward there. Does that make sense? It's not sexy.
No, but it's plausible. Like I can very easily see myself doing this, and understanding the process as well, which is even more incredible. Like, it seems so straightforward and like. Exactly like you said, you're not reinventing the wheel. It's super basic, super easy. It's something that solves a lot of problems for a lot of people. And I think that you're kind of emphasizing how marketing truly is, such an important part of this. $1 DocuSign, that's so powerful and so punchy. You're immediately telling someone what they're signing up for, what they're paying $1 for. And,
and that's like a result of, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. There's just nothing to interpret there. There's nothing to try and understand. It's all there right in their face. So if you guys can think of like different solutions like this, including the one that Kobe is providing you with a spoon to your mouth, you can make this happen. You can monetize super quick. Go for it, Kobe.
Dude, well, I was just gonna say, I mean, that's just a result of like DocuSigning having all this market share on the market. So like one way to think about it, obviously there's not going to be open source like repos of clones or of like lookalike products of every product, But if you think about products that have swallowed a huge share of market share that everyone already knows, everyone knows DocuSign, even though it's boring and even though it's boring, everyone knows it because it probably has 90% market share at this point. Just like everybody in trading knows TradingView. And it's not like TradingView is tight, but like you showed me that app that you use that you got I don't know if you won it or got it in a giveaway or something, right? But that software actually looks better than TradingView. It
does. TrendSpider represent. Shout out.
Yeah, dude. Shout out TrendSpider. But their marketing could be like TradingView but better. Which is so dumb and basic, but it's like that tells, like you said, dude, that tells the story in just a few words.
Bite-sized marketing. It makes a ton of sense. Something that everyone understands.
Exactly, dude. Exactly. So I'm actually going to post all of this in the comment section here. Actually, here I can. Yeah, let's see. We probably got a couple watchers. Shout out to you guys, whether you're here still or not. Love you. So yeah, I'm going to. Yeah, I dropped all 4. Now some of it might kind of be a little bit ambiguous, but if you are missed a part, go ahead and rewind the stream and watch it back afterwards. So Trav, what do you think? We got a few minutes left. Should I bang out these last 2 really quickly?
Bang it out, my friend.
All right, cool. So this last one, another kind of boring, but also kind of creative, right? So this one's for my creatives out there. So here's an app that's inside Google AI Studio. And let me actually back up just a little bit. Let's go to just the Google AI Studio. So what this is, I haven't paid $1 to use this thing, right? So in the Google AI Studio, you can do tons of things. So you can build an app, right? Okay. You can hit the classic Google, I'm feeling lucky, man. Remember that all the way back in the day. They've been doing that forever.
Oh, yeah.
And you could, Trav, this looks familiar, right? You can make a Nano Banana powered app, which is their like video or photo editing tool.
Oh, that's fantastic.
You're right. You can create voice agent apps. You can use Google Maps data. You can make a chat bot, video gen, all these types of categories.
Wow.
You can just click on one, put a prompt in, start building. Or you can just go here and you can use their, let's go to the dashboard here. Oh, wait, no. I'll show off my API keys. You can use Nano Banana 100% for free. Of course, I'm sure with limits, but you can use it for free. Like I said, they don't have my credit card information. I've been using this 100% for free. And the idea behind this is that you can make... So somebody made this. So this is a they call it past forward. So you put a old family photo, black and white photo, and basically colorize it and make it look like it's new. And so you could run ads, Facebook ads for that, and say literally another like small bite-sized kind of tagline. Colorize old family photos. Charge, I don't know, what do you think, $10 for a photo? And maybe the cool thing here is you don't you gatekeep the process. So I would even not like publish your app. I would make the app or just use this and make it seem like when they send the photo in that a real team has to go in and like, hey, give us 48 to 72 hours. Our team will do the work and get it back to you. And you just charge them $10. Even if you do it right away, you send it in 48 hours. And you make it seem like it took you a lot of time and blah, blah, blah. And there's a $10 app or there's a $10 sale you just made for spending $0 because you can do it all for free inside of Google AI Studio.
So interesting, man. And yeah, kind of another interesting thing, it's interesting that we can think kind of beyond the app creation now, because it seems like this part of it is just so straightforward. Yeah. Now you can get a little bit more creative with the actual marketing tactics, like, more of an exclusive service versus you're actually like handing out like a monthly subscription to the app itself. Like what's going to perform better? What's going to be more receptive? How are you going to make, or which is going to make you more money in the end, which is really what we all want to know.
Bro, you could even do both.
Yeah. There's plenty of market share for all of it, man. Exactly. That's incredible. That's super cool. And then, yeah, exactly. Different marketing techniques, I guess, research your demographic and target audience and stuff like that, which I imagine would be a bit of an older generation, you know, like. So I can understand how maybe they would be a bit more drawn towards the exclusive service and things like that as well. There's definitely a little bit of bias and.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, no. Anyways, I think that was it for my thought here, but yeah,
it's like
very
productized
interesting
services, right?
Yeah,
that's kind of what you'd call it. And to your point though, like yeah, we can look beyond the app creation now, but for the person in the audience and you, Trav, the fact that we can look past that is because now we've gotten comfortable making these things, right? But the tools have been here for a while, and for those who haven't gone and made a live production app using AI, there's still that barrier that you've created. And I'm not like talking right at you, it feels like I'm talking like down at you, but I mean
it's okay, talk down to me. It's I love it.
There's like this mental barrier that you think that, and when I say you, it's like the proverbial you, that you think it's hard to do it. It's not hard. It's like if you never rode a bike, you would get on and you would crash and you'd be like, bro, I don't have any balance. How can I ride a bike? Well, it's like, dude, you actually just have to go a little bit faster. You don't even need balance. You just go faster. And so make the apps, they can be shit, they can be copied, bro. Take the open source repo, go through and ask ChatGPT, how do I copy this, right? Like that's probably the best way to learn. But once you get past that, then you can really, or if you get with somebody, like we're lucky enough to have each other. And so like we can kind of like iterate on the idea, the marketing side, and then I can handle the build, but not everybody has somebody else that can, you know, that they can work with. So go use the tools, man. Secret to success is getting started. Like absolutely. So that's the one idea, a super boring, simple idea. But again, like you said, dude, it would be targeting older folks, right? So when you run your ads, you could do, you know, I don't know, ages 48 to 75 in a certain area, whatever it might be. Those are going to be the people that are willing to bust out their credit card and pay $10 to colorize their photo. Now, the only tricky part is like, do they know how to upload a photo to send it to you? But you gotta fuck around.
Have a service where they can email it to you. Although,
I mean, there you go. Yeah, you could give them a couple different options, right? Like once they pay, then there could be like two different ways that they send it. They could call and leave a voicemail, or they could call and talk to an AI agent, which probably
or snail mail.
Like, but snail mail, yeah.
Ship it to
send it via the Pony Express.
Exactly.
And that's pretty much it, you guys. Like the Google AI Studio is cool. Honestly, if you don't know about this, it's because Google, in classic Google fashion, they just push it out and there's no like huge marketing campaign because they don't have to. It's Google. They just don't have to. They put out so much for free. All these AI browsers, like I'm using ChatGPT Atlas, all of these are actually built on Chromium, which is an open source browser thing that they built. That Chrome runs on, and they don't have to do that. They you know, I'm not trying to like ride their dicks, but they give a lot to the industry for free. So go check it out. And they have all the stuff like Google Maps data. If you just told Cursor or Lovable that you want to use Google Maps data to build this app, it might be able to work, but you'd have to go get an API key and this and that. But like if you do it from Google, like you could probably just select it and make the thing, right? Like Google Maps based app for what's a crazy one, you know, for the for top restaurants. I spelled that wrong. In let's just do, you know, Okoboji, Iowa, right? So I'll dox myself a little bit here. This is that touristy town. Don't live there anymore, so you can't really come find me. This is probably going to work without any API key. Like it's going to give you an API key under the hood and you don't have to do any of the work. So
wild. One thing I'd be curious to ask is like, what sort of apps can I build that would sell using Google Maps data?
Great point, right? Like, and that might be some like brainstorming that needs to be done. But you could do like a directory, and I've been wanting to make a directory for a while. My first idea is, so I live in a small town. There's a one spot in town where food trucks come, and it's always only one food truck at a time. Sometimes it's a taco truck, sometimes it's the Chinese food truck. but there's no way to know if they're there. So I was like, oh, a directory that has a map where a food truck pays me $5 a month to be on, and it can, and they can like enter their location, and then if you can see the location, and then you could get their number, you could go to their Facebook or their website, whatever, and then you just get all these folks in there. And then the key with directories is you can actually make a boatload of funds off of backlinks, right? Banner ads and things like that.
That's true. Okay.
Boring, but dude, boring is what's going to pay the bills.
And so scalable, because you're still making the owner of the food truck do all the work by putting in their pin, logging in, letting us know whenever they're on, whenever they're off. You just literally give them the link that they need to do to be able to do that. Maybe create like a cool UI UX for them to be able to do that, and just collect that monthly $5 or whatever it is.
Exactly.
And then you can scale to different cities. It's awesome.
Dude, what's a 20? You get 20 trucks in there.
Yeah.
That's what? $100
a month.
$100 a month, dude. Like,
yeah.
I mean, like maybe $100 a month to you and I doesn't seem like, oh, is it worth it? Like, you wouldn't have to spend that much money to get that $100 a month. And once you get 20 users, it's easy to get 100 users.
Yeah.
Right? Like that first couple users or clients, customers, I don't know, would be the hardest. But once you got that, you, like you said, dude, go to different cities, and that's just for the subscription they pay. If you have banner ads or a community section that, maybe a what do they call it? Like a council, city council, or what is it when like businesses all meet together? Chamber, like a chamber of commerce. Like they like you could have a spot in there for the chamber. Like they pay you a month, like $10 a month is all like a chamber will pay to have like a place where they can always post their stuff on blast. These are actually real restaurants in here, by the way. I went to this place the other day, so let's go and look. Yeah, let's see. Okay, so it just pulls up proper Google Maps,
Okay.
But you could probably prompt to have a preview, right? A card, like have a preview under this card. Rating, maybe a description, or you use AI to go through the reviews and like summarize the reviews or like the general sentiment around a restaurant.
Yeah, top 5 rated restaurants in X area.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
Or a crypto, right? Like for our Web3 bros, right? Like you could do a meme coin one. Like, you wouldn't use maps, obviously, but you could do like exchanges, right? Like an exchange or a DEX directory where it's like all the DEXs on all the chains, just all in one dashboard. And you don't have to do any Web3 integration or have any like risks for the user. They just click on the thing. Maybe they can like sort by chain and find, oh, here's all the DEXs I can use on Solana, or here's all the DEXs I can use on Base.
I love that. Just like different ways of organizing already publicly accessible information. And like presenting them in ways that's useful to the user. Like who might want to use this directory of DEXs or sexes?
I mean,
investors?
bro, I would use that. Like actually, like I would use that. I mean, I'm not actively doing anything on chain right now, but back in my heyday when I was bridging and arbitraging and all this, like I totally would like just have that as a bookmark.
Even a residential bear would use that.
Ads?
Yeah. Banner ads, subscription fees potentially. Just like I asked that question because, if you really think about it, you can, depending on, you have various ways to organize this information, and then it will automatically appeal to all these different people. Like you could have people using this so that they can look for jobs. You can have people doing this to like look for, the top liquidity pool APIs or APYs.
Yeah.
You can have people looking at this for, data analytics dashboards and stuff like that for their own due diligence and things, or just all these potential like use cases. It's just you're the person who connects. You're the connection piece. You're the one who, and then automatically become an asset not only to the users, but to the dexes and sexes themselves. You know, if you establish yourself, if you're pulling in the numbers, if you're pulling in the volumes, then you can then reach out to different sexes, dexes, gatekeep a little bit more, you know, incentivize these people to get on board. Just, you know, presenting their products onto your website.
It's like, remember when we talked a couple weeks ago about attention first?
Yes.
Like,
yes.
Because this is like pure value play, right? Like, you're not offering a product, you're not even really offering a service, right? When it comes to like directories, right? And I would still consider this dex sex thing, like, I would call that a directory. You're not offering shit. You don't have to come up with a product. You don't have to come up with this crazy idea. Oh, I'm going to connect these people. I'm going to connect creators with brands, and I'm going to be this like, fuck that, dude. Like, just copy shit or connect stuff that already like is out there that has users. You and I talked about this on the phone, right? In terms of you know, quote tweeting somebody else, a person of authority, borrowing somebody else's authority. Well, you can borrow someone else's attention through this, like, through this model.
Right, to build your own attention. That's awesome. Again, I feel like we've just touched the tip of the iceberg with this, but like we're uncovering a little bit more, and it's really coming to life, you know, really how easy it is to monetize these days. Like, wow.
And to kind of go back all the way to the beginning of the stream when we talked about social proof. Now we can sit here and yell from this proverbial mountaintop all day and say, you can make money with AI, you could go do this thing. But you know, the person that's in the audience that's never that hasn't taken action, they might just need a little nudge. And so the nudge that I'm going to give you guys is I'm going to do one of these ideas. I'm actually going to do two of these and kind of combine the idea one with Sora 2, and I'm also going to do like the DocuSign for $1, right? Or dollar DocuSign or something like that, and try not to get sued. And
do your best. Exactly.
Yeah, I'm going to do my best, and just try to, or I'm not going to try to, but I'm going to document the entire process, from little wins to little losses to big wins and big losses, and the numbers. I'm going to show you guys everything. I'm going to share my Facebook or Google Ads page, like screenshots. I'm going to show you the code base. I'm going to make the app open source. Everything is going to be completely transparent, available for you to see, even if I lose, right? Even if I don't make any money and I lose my money on the ads. But that's what I'm gonna do. And like, shout out to Steven from Flare Forward, from the DeFi Tracker Pro guys. I'm like, why is there hair on my face? It's on my screen. I've been talking to him about Google Ads, and they do really, really well with a small amount of spend. Because of just like really like I don't even want to call it creative, but just really narrow keyword targeting. And so I don't think there's that much competition probably for the words DocuSign or e-signatures. Like, it's like these boring ideas are going to be much easier to kind of stand out, and that's probably why Steven does well. Like, they're able to acquire, I'm not going to say the number, but they're able to acquire a user for very, very much lower than kind of the industry standard of like $1 per user acquisition.
Damn. Okay. Yeah. No, I appreciate you bringing that up. So that's a whole other thing to consider, and a way to strategize when it comes to, you know, what you want to build and how you want to market it is you can really make your dollar work really well for you if you're choosing the right niches, based on, you know, what that market share looks like, what all is already out there. I think that's super cool, man. That's definitely something, you know, if you guys are interested, let us know. We'll talk about it. We'll run some tests. We'll do some research. And yeah, I think that's super cool. It's cool to now, you know, now that we've done like a whole bunch of AI vibe coding streams, you know, I feel like we've done a ton of examples on things you can build, how you can build them, held your hand through the entire process. You know, like being able to, like I said earlier, look past this and now actually, you know, start to strategize about things you can do to bring this idea, this product to the rest of the world here. So,
and maybe that's what people need, right? Like,
yeah,
maybe the X's and O's of like the how to build this app, maybe that's maybe what people need is the hook at the end, something to hang the story on, right?
Yeah.
Like another hook, right? Back to copywriting. Another hook is the beginning and the end of a story, right? Like this person started this company in the garage. Now they make 10,000 MRR. Here's the story, right? So it's like beginning, end, that's your hook. And so now then the rest of the thread is how they got from A to B. And so maybe we've been spending too much time on between A and B because our numbers have kind of fallen off a little bit.
Yeah.
Right? And so maybe I'm spending, or we're spending too much time between A and B and not focusing enough on the end result. This is the last, I swear this is the last copywriting thing I'll say, but it's like marketing too, just in general, advertising. Sell the feeling of going down the mountain. Don't sell the skis. So
I like that.
Exactly. Sell the outcome, not how you get there, right? Like if I have a SaaS product that sorts your email, it's an AI and it sorts your emails and sends you a report every day, what's important to respond to and what's not. I'm not going to tell them all that in the ad. I'm going to say, save 1 hour a day by using this type shit. So
I love that. Unleash the true power of email.
Exactly. And now that there's probably nobody left in here, then like, dude, like real talk, like kind of like, you know, everything else aside, I really actually like genuinely think that maybe that has been where one of the reasons maybe why our numbers have gone down.
It very well could be, man. And you know what? As Quantic says, let's F around, find out, shake it up, try something new. See what happens. I think I am sure as well that not having Quantic here is a contributor to that, because Quantic is the man.
Yeah, of course.
Shout out to you, Quantic here. But yeah, no, I think it is time that we change things up a little bit. And if you guys have any any suggestions, and mostly not even just looking for you guys to do the work for us, but let us know what you want to learn about. You know, let us know what would bring you guys value, and we want to bring that to you. Of course, like we're still gonna kind of focus on the main areas, because that's what's gotten to us here in the first place. And the last thing we want to do is just completely pivot on you guys and leave you high and dry on what you've already come here for on a weekly basis. Let us know how we can make it more actionable for you, and we'll make it happen.
For sure. Yeah, I'm with that 100%. Yeah, I lost my train of thought, but I think, you know, I want to have a whole that sound. I want to have a whole thing about MCP servers, right? Like this is like really the coolest thing in AI to me. It's not brand new either, but I finally now like understand the like how to like apply it. But that doesn't need to be a Web3 Matters stream, right? Like that could totally just be my own content that we like reference and bring up and link people here. And like, we're still, as Web3 Matters, we're still giving them that value. But again, it might just be too boring and technical for us to like retain viewers for 60 minutes. So
makes a ton of sense, man. Makes a ton of sense. And like you said, you know, MCP, that was the word.
Model context protocol. So if you it gives it context, gives your agent context.
Got you. Framing it like that is boring as hell. So let's definitely not frame it as having a live stream about MCP stuff.
Yeah,
come join us.
Right,
should be, you know,
how to make your model like a superhero. Like turn
exactly
into a superhero.
Exactly. See something like that? Maybe I'd watch. Maybe.
Yeah, seriously, I would. And then I'd be like, oh, I know how to do MCP already.
Exactly. Exactly. So no, that's cool. I think that's what's important. Let's just try and keep things fresh. I think that also suits, you know, coming full circle, 360 degrees. We started off this conversation talking about the ADHD tendencies. I think this also suits us very, very well. Let's not get stuck on the same topic for far too long, because otherwise I'm already bored. So let's shake it up. Let's make it interesting. Let's bring more value, and let's keep ourselves on our toes, and we'll keep you on your toes as well.
Absolutely. And our newsletter is coming back, man. I'm making a commitment.
Yes.
I'm making a commitment now. And I don't know the frequency, right? I'm gonna make a commitment of at least weekly, once per week,
Nice.
by the first Friday of 2026. We're going
I
to
love
be
it.
either released or scheduled to release.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, for any of the OG Web3 Matters followers, I feel like we got our subscribers up pretty high. And this was before, Web3 Matters hit the numbers that we're doing now. I think we had about almost 300 subscribers to a Web3 Matters newsletter here. And I really do feel like it provided a ton of value. It was definitely crypto focused back then. And if that's something you guys want more about, like we can certainly add that to it as well, or maybe create a separate crypto centric, something along those lines. Let us know. After having a couple of recent live streams about crypto market updates and stuff, I still love it. I absolutely still love it. And if that's something that you guys are going to find interesting, let us know. And we'll continue to provide that value for you here. But all that to say, Web3 Matters newsletter, Growth Bites. We may rebrand it. We'll see. But check out Web2 say. Okay, so that was you.
That was me. Sorry,
someone's engaging. No. It's all good. It's all good. Let's just post that up there just for giggles. Someone's engaging with us, and that's exciting. Let's go. Hold up. There's got to be a sound for that. There we go. So no, definitely check out Web3 Matters bio. We do have a link tree. Check it out. You can subscribe to the Web3 Matters newsletter up there. I believe our website's up there now too. Hey, let's have a quick look here. Web3 Matters. We do have a website. If you guys are interested, check it out. You can. Here we go. Our newsletter, YouTube channel. We do actually. This is something interesting. Maybe we should start up again. But we used to put our episodes, like our spaces, onto Spotify.
Yeah, dude.
So that was a thing.
Let's build an automation for that, bro. Let's do that.
Yeah,
that'd be fun.
That'd be really fun. But it's been a while. It was a subscription that we had to do, and I just stopped doing it because it wasn't really doing much for us here. But that's something we can talk about here. Regardless, this is not a Web3 Matters team meeting here. This is a Web3 Matters live stream. So any final words there, Kobe, before we wrap it up?
No,
today?
man. You know what it is, dude. Secret to Success is getting started. I promise you guys. I made a post a couple days ago about Dr. Seuss. He was not just a good writer and a really awesome illustrator. He showed us through the book, the places you will go, that you just can open doors, man. This world is filled with doors and tunnels and whatever it might be. There's so many doors you can open and walk through, but you will never, ever know what's on the other side if you don't open the door and walk in. The key there is that you don't actually have to stay in any fucking room that you don't want to.
I love that.
Secret to Success getting started, man. I don't care. Big, small, yellow, purple, green. Open the fucking door and just take a sniff. Just take a... Take a fucking just bask in the scent of whatever's on the other side of the door, and literally don't have any regret, man. If you just remind yourself of I'm gonna be on my deathbed. Nobody gets out of this thing alive.
It's true.
Out of life alive. So just don't regret things when you're older, man.
No, try stuff out. Don't get comfortable. F around and find out. Quantic represent. Guys, been a solid stream today. We covered a lot of stuff. We covered 4 different ways on how literally right now you can monetize using AI. Do you want to just quickly remind us what those 4 different ways were there, Kobe?
Yeah, absolutely. So the first way is using Sora 2 through ChatGPT, because you have to get an invite code. But if you have a ChatGPT account, you can get into Sora 2. And so the way to do that 2 ways, the kind of the more straightforward, less profitable, it probably won't profit way, is to just make meme videos or whatever. and try to go viral on TikTok or something. But the other way for that is to pick some businesses, generate videos for them, like social media content videos for them for free, send them the videos, and then try to offer them a subscription. Say, hey, I'll make you guys X amount of videos for X amount of dollars per month. So that's idea number one. Idea number two, go ahead.
Shout out Gary V. Punch, punch, jab.
Shout out Gary V. Jab,
or jab, right hook. There we go. Left hook. That was my left hand too. Doesn't matter. We're good. Carry on.
Number two would be to make a DocuSign clone. I shared the repository that you can clone, and then literally just ask ChatGPT how to clone it, even if you've never cloned an app before, and then run some super tiny spend on ads, maybe 50 cents or 25 cents a day, even less than that, whatever, and try to get a tiny bit of MRR going for yourself. You know, it could be a good way to kind of get your first foot in the door with profiting from a vibe coded app. I'm going to do this and I'm going to document the whole thing to show you guys I'm not just talking out of my ass here. And then the third and fourth are kind of the same. So the third idea is to use a Nano Banana or just any AI. I would suggest using Nano Banana for this, but to colorize family photos, target audience would be kind of more like 48, basically 50 to 70-year-olds, where you charge $10 to colorize their black and white old family photos using AI, using Nano Banana. And then the fourth one is kind of a more broad one, is to just the Google AI Studio. So you can build apps inside there that directly connect to all of Google's data. The example we did was like a Google Maps based directory for restaurants, right? So you could do that for all types of different niches, charge a small amount for them to get into your directory and profit that way. And then also profit from like banner ads and backlinks as well.
Boom. Super solid. You heard it right here, guys. 4 different ways. Yeah, definitely. You know, we obviously feel free if you're watching the stream in replay. Appreciate you guys taking the time here. We also stream to YouTube and Twitch as well. So definitely, you know, if you guys want other sources to watch this back, and capture all of the alpha that Kobe shared today. Shout out to you, Kobe. Definitely check those out here. All the links are, of course, on our Web3 Matters account here on X. So give that a check out. Well, actually, we should update that. We should update that. Get our Twitch on there as well here. Regardless, guys, thank you so much for being here. We're ending off here. We're at 70 viewers just on X. So I think we did pretty well considering here. Got a lot of really heavy hitting streams happening right now. The top one having 36,000 views. So not a whole lot of market share to be passed around right now here. So to those who are with us here right now, thank you guys. Hope you found some value. Let us know if you did. Let us know if you didn't. And let us know if there's any way that we can improve our live stream so that we can hook you guys up. You know, we're all about the alpha with a little sprinkling of entertainment here. That's what's important to us. So yeah, Kobe, thank you again for being here, my friend. To all of our viewers, thank you guys so much for taking the time. We will see you here next week, Friday, same time here. Actually, we might adjust that a little bit. We'll see, but we'll chat and you'll know about it ahead of time. Follow Web3 Matters. Follow Kobe. Give me a follow if you feel like it here. Appreciate every single one of you. Chat with you guys soon.